Hello, crochet girlies, and welcome back to whatever the hell this is. Let's just get straight into it today. I don't have a lot to talk about, really. So, first of all, since the last video, I have made quite a few things, mainly small things. First of all, let me start with the scrunchies, which makes up basically everything that I've made except for something that I'm currently working on. So after the last video, in the last video I had 2 cloud, 2 mustard, and this purple scrunchie. Since then I have made 3 of the cloud scrunchies. I made 2 black scrunchies and 1 black regular scrunchies. So like I said in the last video, those ones that I just showed are the extra large velvet scrunchies. I made a black of my regular scrunchies, and I do have quite a bit of this yarn left, so I should be able to make a few more of these. So that brings my total of extra large scrunchies up to 9 that I've made this past week, and then 2 of my regular scrunchies. And I will hopefully be boosting those numbers a little bit in this video. Probably not today though. So let me just tell you what's been going on today. Right now, it is currently Wednesday, September 24th, and it is 3:06 p.m. Basically, I had every intention of filming all day today. Unfortunately, this morning, I ended up finding out that there was a problem with some computer-related paperwork, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. So, all morning, up until literally an hour ago, so from like 8 a.m. until 2 p.m., I have been working to try and figure out what the fuck went wrong in the computer work. So I've been doing more computer work than I've had to do in many, many, many weeks. I'm not happy about it, but I got it figured out, so I guess that's a plus. But yeah, I was not expecting any of that, so unfortunately I am starting filming way later than I meant to. Also, this week, actually 2 days ago, not yesterday, but the day before, I started my first project using the moss stitch. I had seen like a bunch of people working up these projects like in my Facebook groups and stuff like that using the moss stitch, and I was like, oh my god, I have to do that. So I decided I'm going to be making a blanket from the moss stitch, and it's either going to be a birthday gift or a Christmas gift, one or the other, depending on what I'm feeling. I already got this person a birthday gift, but that would either be like a nice second birthday gift, or I will wrap it up and give it as a gift at Christmas. So that is the project that I'm currently working on right now. I am using the blue anniversary cake to make that. I will show you guys my progress on that when I am about to start working again. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and switch up the camera angle a little bit, and I am going to unbox all of the yarn that I ordered last week. So I think I mentioned to you guys that I ordered another 11 anniversary cakes. Y'all, they came, and this box here is one of 2 boxes, and the second box is so big I can't even pick it up. So that's why I'm gonna have to change camera angles. I'll do that really quick, and then I will unbox that with you guys. Alrighty guys, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this without him just being all up in my grill, so sorry about that, but Freddie just loves attention. Hi buddy, I know. And here comes the other one. Honey Bear's sleeping on the couch, so she's not going to be over here bothering me, but these two definitely are. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, please go lay down. So, to start this off, Freddie, to start this haul off, I'm going to show you what's inside the top box. I'm going to show you what's inside this top box here first, and then I will get to the big box. Fredward! Oh, George. Okay, starting with this box. So, in this first box, I have my two Berry Ripple Karen Anniversary Cakes. This is what the colorway looks like. In case you didn't see the last video, these are 1,000 grams of yarn. It's a weight 6, super bulky. And there is 1,029 yards or 941 meters in each of these cakes. So, these are the first two. I'll go ahead and, I don't know, I guess start stacking them on my chair back here. Number 2. I made that purchase separate from this purchase. For those two, I spent $55.98. And then now onto our massive box. This one got really beat up in shipping, and I don't know why, but it basically came already open, except for this one piece of tape. Like, that's it. Let's start with what's on top here, which is... So, here is one in Cookie Mint. This is what that colorway looks like. It's very much so giving like mint chocolate chip ice cream with like a little bit of, I don't know, is that like a pink or something? I don't know. I believe I only bought one of these, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look in here. There's quite a few of these. Next up, I have two in the color Opal. Why did I think this was named something else? I don't know. But here's what this one looks like. It's giving 90s, like, Taco Bell. All right, next up here, we have another of the beach towel color. So this is beach towel. If you didn't see the last video, I started working with this color recently. But here is what it looks like. Very pretty. Love it. It's almost like a rainbow, but without green. And it's kind of like, it's got some more fall vibes to it, even though there's like the blue and purple in there. Next up, we have another in the color Green Flash. That's what that one looks like. I used up one whole cake of this already, making hats and fingerless gloves and ear warmers, and I wanted another one of these because over here, if you can't see, that is a hat that is unfinished, sitting on my cart there, that needs a little more yarn to complete. And then I also wanted doubles of mostly every color, just to have a little variation in what I can make with them, rather than designating everything to just hats, fingerless gloves, and ear warmers. I want to have a little variety. So another one of these. Okay, now we have boxes inside the box. Everybody's been like going nuts about these these boxes that come from like a different country, I guess, like what the name would be in a different country. So this one says Royal Velvet, and I'm pretty sure that this is the Oceana color, the blue color that I have been working with on my moss stitch blanket actually. And I bought 2 more of these, mainly because I know that blanket is going to take at least 2, if not 3. And I figured, well, I better stock up now before they're gone. Here's what Oceana looks like. It's very pretty. It's blues and teals and purples. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm already running out of rooms to stack these. Give me one moment. So here is the second Oceana. There's number 2. And then we have another box inside a box. This one says Peach Bellini on it, which I actually have no idea what color this is going to be. So this one is the Muted Rainbow. Let me open these up and let you guys know what the name is. No, I don't want the label to come off. Okay, so I got 2 in the color Tropical Breeze. This is what this looks like. It's a very muted retro style rainbow. And like I said, I got 2 of those. There's the second one. So that is all for my Michaels haul. I'm sure it was kind of boring because all I got were anniversary cakes, but I wanted to let you guys know how much I bought of these and how obsessed I am. I've seen a lot of people talking about the splitting of the yarn and how they think it feels rough and all these things. Guys, I don't know where people are getting that because it's not rough at all. Now, I could see it splitting with a small hook, but 6mm and up, I don't see you having any problems with it. And I'm not sure if it's just the hooks you guys are using, like if they're too pointy or something. But safe to say I am obsessed with this yarn and I wish they sold it all year round. So with these 11, the 3 that I currently have, 2 up on my shelf and 1 connected to my blanket, and the one that I've already used, that brings me up to 15 total anniversary cakes this season. 14 of them still in my possession because I used up a full cake. On the second box here, the big box, I believe I spent around $280, so that altogether was like $330 or something from this haul alone. And then I also spent another $50 on the 2 that are up on the shelf now, so that brings it to like $370, $380. And then I spent another $80 on the first 2 that I got because at that time they were not on sale. They were $40 a piece. So that puts me at like $400 and something worth of anniversary cakes this season. And you know what? I'm not even mad about it. It's all a business investment. So guys, with that being said, I am gonna go ahead and figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with all these boxes and clean up the mess that I have created. And then I have to figure out how the hell am I going to store all these things? My original plan was to stack them all up there. I'm going to try that, but I don't even know if that's a possibility. So I'm going to clean up and then I'm going to try and figure out how to put these away. And then I will show you the moss stitch blanket that I am working on. Alright guys, so I was gonna pop right back in here and show you my blanket. However, after I filmed the little haul portion of this video, I decided to order a burger. And I ate that burger and now I'm tired. So, whatever. Anyway, I'm not sure if you guys can see here, but all of the cakes of yarn actually fit up there. I don't have much faith that they are going to stay up there. I feel like one little bout of my dogs like playing rough or something will probably topple all those off the top of my shelves, but for now, that's okay. Here is the moss stitch blanket that I am working on. It's pretty big. I feel like this is going to use more yarn than I anticipated, because after that much of the blanket, this is what I have left of the cake. Now, as you guys saw in the last portion of this video, I did get 2 more of these. I was hoping that it would only need like 1 more after this one, but it's becoming pretty obvious to me that I underestimated how much yarn this would take. This is my first project in the moss stitch, and I didn't realize that it was kind of a yarn eater, to be honest, but that's okay. I'm really excited with how this is turning out and how the colors are pooling. Like, it's just very pretty. I'm happy with it. One downside to this color specifically, now I didn't have this problem with the green color that I can't remember the name of right now, but this is happening with the Oceana color. There is like maybe 10 factory knots that I've hit so far, and that seems like a lot to me. Because in the green one, I didn't hit a single factory knot until I was getting towards the very end, and I hit 1. And that's doable. That's manageable. This is manageable. Let me not complain too much, because I do really like this yarn. I don't want to like dog on this yarn because it's a really good yarn. I think it's really soft. It's really nice to the touch. I love the way it works up. I love the quantity you can buy it in. I think that's beautiful. But the factory knots are a mild inconvenience. But anyway, I am going to bring this to the bedroom with me. I am going to go ahead and sit in there and watch trashy 2000s reality TV. That's like one of my favorite guilty pleasures is 2000s trash TV. So like Jersey Shore, love it. Love it, can't get enough of it. Teen Mom, love it, love it, love it, can't get enough of it. And now I am going back and rewatching Rock of Love, the dating show where you compete to date Bret Michaels from Poison. I don't know how many of you people are even have any idea what I'm talking about, but this was one of my favorite shows, and to this, well, as you just saw, caught on video, my dog is barely playing with this toy, and one of those balls of yarn just came flying down at me. Maybe that wasn't the best decision. I'll just put this one aside for now, and hopefully no more fall down, but they're kind of stacked shittily, so. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know about you guys, but I just get a kick out of 2000s reality TV. I'm mentally in 2007, so. That was a stupid little tangent. Anyway, a dumb little tangent aside, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this to the bedroom, I'm gonna watch Rock of Love, and I am gonna work on this. I will check back in when I'm working. Okay, good morning, guys. Last night I did only a couple rows on the must stitch blanket. I meant to check in again last night, but basically like not even 20 minutes after I filmed the last clip, I totally passed out. So, oh well. Today I wanted to get pictures of all of the hats and ear warmers and arm warmers that I made in the last video, or the second to last video. Unfortunately, it is currently storming, which isn't too bad actually, because it hasn't rained here in like a month, maybe even over a month. So I'm not that upset by it, but still, of course, the day that I want to take pictures, it rains. I ended up waking up at like 6 o'clock, which for me feels late because I like to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. And I know that sounds insane. I think I've said this before, but I like to get my day going and to start working early. And I like to get my caffeine in me and all that. So it is now 7:32. My plan today is to work on this blanket mainly for the majority of today, and then I think I will finish making some of those black regular velvet scrunchies, just because I want to use up that yarn and see how many it makes. And if the sun comes out, I'll get pictures of all of that stuff, plus the black scrunchies. So, with that being said, I am going to start working on this blanket. Alrighty guys, so it is now like 8:30. I worked on this blanket a lot on and off today. I took a break for a while and I just kind of relaxed for a bit. And I tried to take a nap. My dogs literally would not stop playing and like messing around, so because they were antsy and playing and not tired, I really didn't get to nap. So I eventually got up out of the bed. I was just like watching TV and stuff while my dogs went absolutely ballistic. And I made a frozen pizza, ate that, and continued to work on this blanket a little more until I ran out of my first anniversary cake. So here is, I'm probably gonna have to back up. Here's how far one anniversary cake got me. I'm definitely gonna need to grab another ball of this from up there and finish it with that. I may even tap into the third ball, we'll see. But yeah, it's been a pretty uneventful, lazy kind of day. It rained all day today, so there was no taking pictures of the black scrunchies or any of this stuff. I couldn't take any pictures. It stormed. Overall, it was just kind of nasty outside, and I wasn't really feeling it. And whenever it gets stormy and gross like this, all I want to do is sleep, which I didn't even get to do. So, oh well. So I think for tonight, because I really just don't want to think about what I'm working on at the moment, since it's starting to get late and I am starting to get tired, I am going to go ahead and attach the next cake to this and keep working on this a little bit on the couch. And then I'll work on it as much as I can before I feel like I need to go to bed. And yeah, that's basically my plan for the night. Today has just been kind of boring. I'm gonna go ahead and check back in when I am working. Good morning, guys. It is currently 9:41 in the morning. I woke up a couple hours ago. Well, a few hours ago. I woke up at like 6:30. When I woke up, I worked on the blanket for a little bit. I did a couple of rows, then I did my makeup and got ready. My original plan for today was to get these pictures taken. Unfortunately, it looks like the weather is not going to be very nice to me today. It seems as though it is going to be dark and gloomy and possibly rainy all day, which is not ideal. That means I can't take these pictures yet, and that means this shit's just gonna have to sit here for another, I don't know how long, until it is nice enough to take pictures. I am going to continue working on the blanket for a while until I get bored with that. Then I plan on making some more of these. And I need to get pictures of these as well, but it doesn't look like that will be happening today. And I really need to get some cleaning done. Today, I've put it on the back burner a little bit because I've been wanting to work on this blanket and work on a couple other projects. But I need to just kind of tidy up a little. I need to vacuum. I need to do some laundry. I need to do dishes, things like that. And I need to clean my bunny room. But I think for now, I am going to go ahead and work on the blanket a little bit more. And then when I get enough caffeine in my body that I'm ready to start cleaning, then I will transition to that. I also have a little bit of computer work I need to do today. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and check back in with you guys when I am working on the blanket. Okay, guys, I literally didn't film very much of anything today. Unfortunately, this weather just really gets me, like, unmotivated, I would say. So, I worked on the blanket for a little bit. I got some of the chores that I wanted to get done today done. However, I did not finish everything that I needed to do, which means that I'm gonna have more shit to do tomorrow. Which is fine. I did a lot of sitting around and watching Rock of Love. I am on the, like, second to last episode of the last season. So, yeah, not a whole lot to report here. I did get my computer work done about, like, 20 minutes ago. It is now, like, 7 o'clock p.m. So obviously you can tell there's a big gap between the last clip and this one. But, like I said, I just was not in the mood to do anything. Like, literally anything at all. So, now that I got my computer work done and I got, like, half the stuff done that I wanted to get done today, I am going to finish up one really quick project that has nothing to do with crochet. That won't take me too long, and then I will close out my night with more work on the blanket. Tomorrow, I will do some more of those scrunchies and maybe work on something else and try and get, like, a lot more filming done tomorrow. I just wasn't feeling it today. Obviously, I didn't get any pictures of any of the stuff that I wanted to. Once again, it rained all day. and it's just been nasty and gloomy outside, and that makes for really horrible quality photos. So yeah, I will check back in with you guys when I'm working on the blanket again. I'm just gonna really quick finish this project, and then I'll be right back here to crochet. All right, good morning, guys. It is currently 8:20 in the morning. I slept like crap last night. I woke up like 4 times, and I didn't even get to bed until midnight-ish, and then I woke up the first time at 3, second time at 4, and then I slept until 6. So I'm not thrilled about that, obviously. I'm really kind of sick of sleeping like shit, but it is what it is. Anywho, when I got up this morning, I did a couple things that I needed to get done today. Like, I cleaned up the kitchen a bit. I got all the animals fed, blah, blah, blah. All the normal shit. But that's what I did this morning already, and in between that I have been working on the blanket. I would like to show you how far I am, but I don't know if I can even get this in the frame. Hold on, let me try and back up here. We're getting pretty far along. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I love the moss stitch. This is probably like one of my new favorite stitches. Like, it just looks so good. It just looks so clean. I don't know. This morning I decided to finally start watching The Last of Us. Okay, you guys don't care about this, but I played the game a while ago, like quite a while ago. I played the first one, or part 1, or whatever. And in the game, there's a couple scenes where some dogs die, and that's like a no-go for me. Hence why I never finished playing the game, but also why I haven't watched the show. So this morning, I decided to look it up and see if there's any like on-screen animal deaths, because that like is a super no for me. And it said no. It said there were no dog deaths on the actual show that you see. Now there's like some implied ones, but like nothing like graphic or anything like that. Nothing that shows a dog dying. So I decided, okay, I'm actually finally gonna watch this, because I've been wanting to watch it. I just didn't know if I could deal with that, you know? Like, I can deal with anything. Human death, no problem. I'm a big horror movie fan. I love a good slasher. You know, nothing bothers me except for that. And because I found out that there's none of that in here, actually, I'm now starting to watch that. So that's what's going on up here. And I am going to keep working on this for the majority of the day, probably. I do have a couple more things that I need to get done, and I will take a break to do those in between working on this. But I've gotten pretty far, and I'm really happy with how this is turning out. So obviously, yesterday I didn't make any of those scrunchies like I said I was going to in the last few clips. I just wasn't feeling it. I'm still not feeling it, but I do plan on making some today. The sun is actually coming out a bit today, so I can at least get pictures of the black velvet scrunchies. I'm looking atrocious today, so if I decide I actually want to get ready and like do my makeup and all that stuff, I'll take pictures of the rest of the items as well, like the ear warmers, the arm warmers, and the hats. I need to get those up before this video goes up because I have just been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And I know I was able to blame it on the rain for 3 days in a row, but I don't know if it's going to rain today. And I don't really think it's going to rain today, so I got to stop putting that off and I got to get that done. Anyway, with all that being said, I will check back in when I'm working. Alrighty guys, it is now like 4 p.m. or something. I've been working on this on and off all day. I had some housework I needed to do, so I did some laundry and I did the dishes and I vacuumed when I was taking breaks. But I have made a really good amount of progress so far. Let me see if I can back up here and show you how. I can't even get it in frame how big this is. Hopefully you can see how big that is. It's not done yet. It needs to be a little longer than this, but I've made a good amount of progress. I'm really happy with how far I've gotten. Because I slept like crap last night, I'm starting to get really tired. So I think I'm going to take a break here and I am going to go to the bed and either take a nap or just relax for a while. I don't know if I can fall asleep, especially because it's so light out. I just need to relax for a little bit, kind of relax my mind. And also I did get the pictures taken for the black regular velvet scrunchies. So while I'm laying in bed, I will probably add the black one to my variations. And I may bring the velvet yarn and a hook with me to the bed, but no promises that I will do any of that. Guys, so I made 2 more of the black scrunchies and I probably have enough yarn to make probably 2 to 3 more of them, but I'm gonna go back to working on the blanket for now. I did get the listing updated for the scrunchies, so now these are a color option as well and the quantity has been updated. Anyway, for the rest of the night, I am going to work on the blanket and continue watching The Last of Us. Tomorrow, I am going to try to remember to get up early and do my makeup and get ready so that I'm in the mood to take pictures so that I can get the ear warmers, the arm warmers, and the beanies up. I keep putting it off and I definitely need to get those up so people can start buying them. I'm going to go ahead and check in with you guys when I am working on the blanket again. Good morning, guys. It is now Sunday, September 28th. It is 9 a.m. in the morning. Let me just walk you through what I've already done this morning. So, when I woke up, I started working on the blanket again. I know I didn't get any filming of me working on the blanket last night before I went to bed, but I just really wasn't in the mood to set up the camera or anything like that, and I was getting sick of taking all these horrible shots on the couch. I want this video to look good, obviously, so yeah, no filming last night, but I did work on it for a little bit. I think I got maybe 6 or 7 rows done last night before I decided to call it a night. I slept like shit last night. Again, shocker. I don't know what's going on, but I literally cannot sleep. But anyway, I got myself a Monster. I'm getting caffeinated, trying to get my energy. And yeah, so this morning I have been working on the blanket a lot more. I think I've probably done like 10 rows this morning so far, and I took a break in between that, obviously, to do my makeup. We are nearing the finish line with the blanket. I'm really excited about that. We are probably 3/4 of the way done with the second anniversary cake. And I feel as though I will not need a third anniversary cake to finish this blanket. I believe 2 will be perfect. So what I'm going to do is just work through that anniversary cake until it is completely done, and then that should be the end of the blanket. The blanket is a good length now, I would say, but I want to add just a little bit of extra length so it's got some like wiggle room and shit like that. I have about 2 episodes left of The Last of Us before I'm completely done with both seasons, which is exciting. I am loving it, actually. I think it's a good show to binge, for sure. And I've basically watched all of it in a day and a half, so I don't know. Obviously, as you guys can tell, I do not leave my house, like, ever. And I know that may sound insane to some people, like I don't like people, and, well, I don't want to say I don't like people, no, I don't like people, but also, I'm just not somebody who likes to hang out or anything like that. Like, I'm not one of those people. And also, I get all my groceries delivered to me. I get everything else delivered to me. I have everything at my fingertips right here, and I am happy here. Like, I'm happy in my own home, doing my own thing, being with my animals, and that's just like my happy place. So, do I leave my house? Rarely, if ever. So I have a lot of time to binge watch shows and things like that. I promise you I'm not an unproductive person. Like, I get a lot done, but I get a lot done at my house, if that makes sense. I don't know. Obviously, I'm just rambling at this point. Anyway, the sun is almost where I need it to be for me to get pictures of all of this stuff. That was a big reason why I did my makeup this morning. Not just to film, but also to get pictures of all of these things. So I think in like about an hour, I should be in a good position to get all these pictures taken and get those up on my Etsy, which would be really nice. And then I can put all of this stuff away so that it's just not sitting out here. I don't want it to like collect dust or anything, you know? So in the meantime, while I wait for the sun to cooperate with me, I am going to keep working on the blanket and continue watching The Last of Us. So with that being said, I will check back in when I'm working. Alrighty guys, so I did in fact go get pictures of all of this stuff. I am now going to take a break from working on the blanket to edit some pictures, pick the ones that I like, get those listings made, and then I will go back to the blanket and hopefully finish that today. Alrighty guys, so I did in fact get the listings for these made, and all of this stuff is now live on my Etsy shop. So the beanies that I made in the last video, the arm warmers that go with them, and the ear warmers that I currently have in stock are all now up on my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in those, there will be a link below for my Etsy store, so just so you know. Also, exciting news, I have finished the blanket. I'm going to show you guys this. By the way, I did weave in my ends. Be proud of me because normally I won't. So I did weave in the ends. I'm going to get up and move this chair and angle the camera back a little, and I will show you how it ended up looking. Alright guys, so here is the finished blanket. It's extremely big and heavy. It's bigger than me, as you can see, quite a bit bigger. It's nice and wide too. I feel like this is like probably a twin or full-size blanket. I'm not gonna measure it because I don't care. But it's very heavy. I ended up loving the moss stitch. It came out so pretty, and the color pooling was just awesome. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. I just went ahead and put it aside, and for the rest of the day I kind of have a few things that I need to get done. I have laundry that needs to be folded. I have laundry that needs to be transferred to the dryer, and then that has to be folded. I also have some other housework things that I need to get done. And I have some computer work that I need to do as well. So with that being said, I think I'm going to leave this video here. So guys, if you liked the video and you liked hanging out with me, please consider subscribing, like, comment, share with your friends. And if you want to see some more from me, I will link my other socials down below, my TikTok and my Instagram. And if you want any of my finished products, including the hats, the fingerless gloves, and the ear warmers, check out my Etsy, which is also linked down below. With that being said, bye guys.